Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing today?
Good.
Hi. I'm really tired today. I need a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, give us energy. No? Okay.
We're all equally tired, so I appreciate you guys coming in here and resting yourselves and listening to some free seats over here. Oh, she just reminded me I should probably introduce myself because you probably don't know who I am. My name is Jess, and I'm the digital marketing specialist over at HIDIVE. And I have Hannah over here.
I work for Sentai Filmworks' marketing department.
I have separation issues, so she has to come with me wherever I go.
Yes, it's a problem.
Yes, it is. Especially when we go to the bathroom. It's just, she doesn't want to hold my hand underneath the stall. It's just.
They don't want to know about our weird friendship, so let's talk about Simulcast.
All right, so let's get into it with a little quick reel about what we have, going on HIDIVE. Probably turn on the audio. Sorry, guys. How did you do this?
There should be sound on that. There we go.
I know how to work with computer, guys, I promise. So that's some stuff we have on HIDIVE. It all has audio, even though it didn't start with audio, so we're good on that one. So for guys who are not familiar, of course, we have simulcast series, all kinds of anime, some live action stuff as well, uncensored content. And within the last couple seasons, we actually did dubcast editions of our shows. So we're dubbing them a few weeks after the simulcast premieres, which is pretty cool. We work closely with Sentai Filmworks to bring you guys that content. We're available on several apps, Android Fire TV, Xbox One, Chromecast, as well as your Android TV as well. And just recently launched, I'm sure you guys have heard, we are now on Verve. So you can catch us on... No one from Verve is here. You guys don't have to clap about that. It's fine. You're going to tell Verve that I said that?
I'm going to tell them.
So we're very excited. I'm sure you guys have questions about that. Just a brief rundown about our partnership with Verve. You'll be able to access our entire library on there by the end of the month, beginning of December, moving all 400 plus titles. And each edition that they come in does take a little bit of time, so if your favorite series is not on there yet, it will absolutely be. If you guys have any issues on how the subtitles look, because that's still some issues people have been having, that is a Verve question. Please don't tweet me with it. I don't know how to help you. It'll be a waste of a tweet. 280 characters just gone, never to come back. And if you want to actually tweet at me with something that I can help you with, just follow us on social media, HIDIVE Official on all of these pages. We also do a lot of announcements on our social media as well. You can, see me harassing my bestie over here. We can harass her together. It's great. It's a fun time, really wholesome for the whole family.
Be nice to Sentai Filmworks, okay?
I'm very nice to you guys. I'm late to work.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
To bring her a nice coffee.
Because that's not why she's late.
No, that's
just
exactly
in
why I'm
addition
late.
to being late.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm late. All right, so we're here to go over our 2018 fall simulcast season. We're gonna go ahead and play some clips. We have some announcements. We can have you guys have some questions about them. Be more than happy to answer them. Now streaming, we're gonna start with our first clip, which is one of my favorites this season. The season was very good across all channels, like Crunchy, Funny. They all had amazing simulcasts. So let's go ahead and dive into the first one here on HIDIVE.
Let's あとは一握りのスパイス。
Release the Spice, for those of you who haven't, how many of you have actually watched it? Release the Spice.
Okay, a few of you. It is a fantastic spy show, guys. If you're into spies, if you watched Princess Principal a couple of seasons ago, it's very spy related and it's so good.
Yeah, so these 5 girls are in high school and they're spies. They're use spice as a way to sort of enhance their power, and once they age out of high school, out of their organization, they can either have their memories wiped or they can help the organization in other ways. It's super badass, and each character really has their own personality, and it really brings something to the team. And I know a lot of you on social media have been asking us whether or not we're going to make it into a dubcast edition, whether or not we're going to work with Sentai to go ahead and bring you guys the dubcast. Well, I'm here to tell you that yes, we are going to bring you a dubcast edition of Release the Spice. So we'll go ahead and play a quick clip right now for y'all who've been asking for it.
There are 20 puppet guards and 10 humanoids. Once you gain access, the alarm will sound immediately. GMA here, along with Fuma. Roger that. Goemon. In position, standing by. Hanzo in position and ready. The target is confirmed. Just make sure I get out as quickly as possible. I mean, once you've acquired the data. Tsukikage, commence mission now.
Unauthorized access? Our countermeasures won't stop it in time! God, I can't get through it all!
I'll head over there right now, honey. Relax.
My knight in shining armor.
Looks like it's locked after all. And I can't unlock it remotely. Well, I'll just have to force my way in like we planned. I went ahead and deactivated the alarm. Good work here. I might be a bit sore tomorrow, though. We'll regroup in 3 minutes. Rendezvous at the car. Copy that. Stay sharp. Seems this factory really is up to no good. Let's do this. Consuming spice increases chemical activity in the brain and elevates physical ability. Now that's what I call flawless teamwork. We sure finished them off with style. If you take it out with your rifle, there's nothing for us to do down here. I think they're approaching fast. I'll handle that one myself. I'll give you back up, Yuki. Call me Hanzo.
I'll tell John Swayze, our director, that you guys clapped for him. He directed the show. But we'll be able to catch the first 4 episodes of Release the Spice starting November 24th. So you can binge 4 episodes at a time, and then next month another 4, and next month another 4. So we have them all ready for you then. Now we're going to go into this next clip, one of our favorite shows for this season.
あの日見た黄昏時の空は黄金の輝きと漆黒の闇が混ざり合い黄金の輝きと漆黒の闇が混ざり合いのようでした。まるで私たちの未来のようでした。私は信じる。私が望む世界が私は信じる。私が望む世界がどこかにあると聞こえる。何が聞こえるんですか。なんか聞こえる。何が聞こえるんですか。もしか宇宙からのメッセージ。宇宙からのメッセージ。今 世界もう一人のこことは違う世界私もう一人の茜さす少女私茜さす少女あの日見た黄昏時の空は黄金の輝きと黄昏の闇が混ざり合い黄金の輝きと私たちの闇が混ざりしたまるで私たちの花がここに来ちゃったの違うそしてここに来ちゃくない違う世界もういなくない来るだろうもう違う世界とか来るだろあるわけないでしょそんな違う世界とか633.0あるわけないでしょそんなバス633.0あがねさすまでバスディビリゲートあがねさすまで私も絶対信じないこのディビリゲート私も絶対信じないこの夢を足を踏み入れるな二度黄昏の世界足を踏み入れるな茜さす少女茜さす少女
So we have The Girl in Twilight, which is one of our sci-fi series for this simulcast season, and it's super, super amazing. At first, I wasn't too sure when I watched the first episode. I'm like, it seems okay, it seems so fine. But then each character really gets their own, they go to their own world, really, and they meet an alternate version of themselves, and it's all part of this bigger, more sinister plot. So they're trying to figure out what's going on. It's,
I think it's one of those shows that kind of definitely teaches you sometimes there's just things you shouldn't touch and things you shouldn't mess with, and it's cool to think like, I wonder what my alternative universe self would be, and then these group of girls meet their alternative selves, and it doesn't always end up that great.
It does not.
But it definitely keeps me coming back every single week.
And there's some very amazing transformation sequences, and the battle sequences themselves are very beautiful with lots of color. They're beautifully animated, so I'd really check it out if you guys love sci-fi. It's a great series. So Gaku Ambassador essentially is what if high school but super extra.
Yes.
It's what it is. If high school was this interesting, I probably wouldn't have hated it as much.
They're all duking it out to be the next student council president, which is shocking, happens all the time in anime. But they do it in, they're not just, it's not who's the smartest, it's who's the best in baseball, or who can run the fastest, or who can eat the most. It's really, really extra and really silly, and it's so funny. It's like, I think it's so stupid funny, which is why I watch it every week, because it makes me laugh.
Yeah, like trying to hit 3 or I think it's 6 baseballs with 6 bats at one time to prove that you need to take control of the field. It's just like, wow, that's...
Because that makes you a good student council president.
That's exactly what
baseballs at the exact same
exactly.
time.
That means you can multitask. So clearly that's an indication of your skill. All right, now let's go to the next clip.
少女漫画もラブソングの歌詞も私にはキラキラと眩しくてでもどうしても届かなくて意味なら辞書を引かなくてもわかるけど私のものになんてはくれないついてよ恋語生徒会室それで私は生徒会の長見東子よろしくねよろしくお願いしますやがて君になる誰にも言えない二人の特別
Yes, clap for the students. It's so beautiful. So if you haven't seen it, it's about two high school girls who are exploring their feelings and learning how they feel towards not just themselves, but also each other. And they have this very dynamic group of friends that also they're going through the same thing, but in their own way. So they have a beautiful depiction of one of their friends is asexual, aromantic, and his story is represented there in it's a very beautiful, beautiful way, and it's not like making fun of him or making fun of any of them. It's very realistic, it's absolutely wholesome, and it warms my heart, and I hate everything, and this makes me feel like I can love again, so.
It is a really beautiful show, and I've watched that preview, I don't know, 24 times, and every time when she's looking at her and the hair is blowing in the wind, I always get chills and it always makes me want to cry. This is a seriously beautiful love story, guys. It's something for everyone. Even if you hate love like I do, you will definitely fall in love with this show, I promise.
And it's currently, we have the dubcast version playing on HIDIVE, so if English dubs are your thing, you can catch the English dub as well. Now we have also simulcast, but we also have nearcasts. Nearcasts, they've been played on a different platform before, or like about 30 days before or something like that, and then HIDIVE will get it. So if you can't catch it on one, you can catch it with us. So let's go into our first little clip for our nearcast.
This is the story of one man and his desperate struggle between his boss and his subordinates, the president and the black suits. Middle manager, Yukio Tonegawa.
I want a VIP seat to the darkest emotions of man at the depths of human nature. One death game. Make it happen. I wanted to golf this weekend.
A challenge, while he might be a manager who leads an army of subordinates, he must always cater to the tyrant President Yoda's mood.
My jeans are too tight.
Working together with his subordinates is absolutely vital for his success.
The results will directly be tied to our recognition by the president.
Tonegawa stirs them up and stirs them up some more. The man even commits to memory all of their ridiculous and confusing names.
There's a Hagino and there's an Oyo.
Agitation, self-oblivion, exasperation.
A revelry of the ages. It will rejuvenate my very senses.
What are you going to do, Tonegawa? You must save this trailer! This is but a short little story about Yukio Tonegawa, a great, legendary man who agonizes and suffers from his position in middle management.
Say something, Kawasaki. Just tell me anything.
Kawasaki, sir.
I have to say, guys, I think even if you are not a dub fan, watching the dub of Mr. Tonegawa is worth it for the narrator, which you heard is David Wald. He does fantastic. He's hilarious every time. And watching him actually record when he's huge, and Kyle Jones is a director for this, and David is crazy flailing around his arms, and for that is worth watching the dub of Mr. Tonegawa. I promise you will not regret it.
Yeah, this show speaks to me on a personal level, someone who works in an office and who may or may not have a boss who sometimes has unrealistic expectations as to what I can and cannot do. So I'm not saying that happens, in this job, ever, maybe.
It's very reminiscent of how people feel when they work in an office, and so you can find humor in any part of the show for sure.
And if you recognize the animation, or the design, the character design and everything, it's because it is a spin-off of Kaiji. And so if you're familiar with that story, this essentially is leading up to that. And you do actually get Kaiji in some of the later episodes as well. So you can catch the dub and sub version on HIDIVE.
正しい技術と己の心の平穏が一体となった時、真の矢が放たれる。そしてその音は美しく響く。鶴音風舞高校弓道部。
I started watching it on Crunchyroll actually, and I really fell in love with it, even though I don't know anything about archery, but the characters are so motivated and so passionate about the sport that they're willing to go the extra mile, and it's just a beautifully written show.
And actually, fun fact for all of you, our translator actually told us that surene, when translated, means twang, because it's the sound that the bow makes as it goes through the air. And so I lobbied my boss to rename the show Twang, and she turned it down. Just fun fact for y'all.
Do any of you guys follow us on Facebook at all? No? Okay, well, you're gonna wanna start after this. So we do this thing called Watch Me Dub. And so every week we'll have a clip of a voice actor dubbing their show. And so you can see them like behind the mic and having fun. And so for this particular announcement, I thought it would be fun if we showed you a clip of our Watch Me Dub. So let's go ahead and see what we have in store.
Hi, I'm Bryson Bogus, and I play Minato in Sudane. Watch me dub.
I didn't even reach the target. Am I nervous? Or just too excited? Am I worried or something? I'm breaking out in a cold sweat. Come on, you can't mess up this next one. These are the finals. We can't win if I don't hit that target. I've got to hit it.
We're really excited to announce, after many people asking if Surene is going to get a dub, I have been holding on to this information for like a week, and we're so excited to finally tell you guys that it is getting a dub, and I'm so excited.
Yes, much like Mr. Tonegawa, you'll be able to watch the sub and dub as they release at the same time. So starting November 21st, you'll be able to watch the sub and dub of Surene. So I'm very excited about that. Well guys, I think we have one more announcement. This is kind of a look ahead of what we're going to be having in the winter 2019 season for our simulcast. So let's have a sneak preview of what we're getting.
Did someone close the door? Konnichiwa! マナリアフレンズ暗躍の木風陽子です。グレア役の福原彩香です。私たち2人が声優を務めるショートアニメマナリアフレンズが間もなく配信開始となります。ソーシャルゲーム進撃のバハムートから生まれ、グランブルーファンタジーシャドーバースにも出演している人気キャラクターアンとグレアの日常を描いたオリジナルストーリーとなっております。人、神、魔族、あらゆる種族が住まう神秘の国ミスタルシアのマナリア魔法学院を舞台にマナリア王族の娘であるアンと竜族の姫クレアを中心にした心温まるエピソードの数々をお届けします。アンとクレアが取り巻く個性豊かなキャラクターたちの活躍にもご注目ください。それでは配信をお楽しみに。バイバイ。もしかしてずっと待っててくれたの？
We're very excited to be able to show this series. It's been 6 years in the making. They announced it, I can't do math, but 6 years ago, and people have been waiting for it 2012. Got it, I can do it, I can do math. I'm a communications major, I can do math. I'd actually never heard of this series before. I'm just like, oh, this looks really neat, I wonder what this is about. So I looked into it and I started reading about the mobile game that it's based on. And apparently these girls are from an event that the Rage had. And they were just so popular, they had their own segue into the different branches and sort of became like their own little fandom, their own little life, their own little world. And now we're very excited to be able to show you a series with them. So excited.
Yeah, Mystery and Friends looks really cool. I mean, I love anyone that's a half princess, half dragon is definitely piquing my interest, especially in the anime world. It's very exciting to see where these two ladies will take us.
I like how her clothes are adapted to fit her wings, because sometimes in anime they don't adapt the clothes to fit like the extra body parts that they have. So I'm like, oh, I like the thought they put into that. So I'm really excited to see what other details they include in the series. So we can't release any more information. We don't really know anything else about it, but just that it's coming to HIDIVE. So that concludes our fall simulcast, Simulcast, and winter 2019 preview panel. If you guys have any questions, just raise your hand. Be more than happy to help you, answer everything I can. No questions for me? About anything? It doesn't have to be about the panel.
Well, if you don't have any questions, thank you guys so much for coming out. You can still pop by both of our booths anytime between now and 5 p.m. if you do think of any questions or if you want to buy some cool anime.
If I have the time to watch the sub, I will watch the sub, but since I'm doing a lot of other things and I always lose my glasses, I will also watch the dub. It's easier for me to pay attention and do multiple things.
Is Release Spies, I guess, a cooler version of Total Spies?
It kind of is. It's an anime version of Total Spies. Yeah,
for sure. Me too, girl. Make the first generation brother.